glasses of mead clanking, you can really hear a creepy old man voice. I don't know how to say it. Okay, 4 points of damage, Darren. Ooh, yeah, he hits hard. He hits hard. I'm gonna get damage. Okay, so Jackass goes and he stabs him right in the gut. This guy drops to his knees, keels over, he's dead. So no one else has to worry about rolling for anything. Okay. Hey, how's everybody doing? Great. Everyone just make yourself comfortable. We'll get started here shortly. I know we got a full house here. Obviously, like as you guys know, there is chips and there's beer. I made myself a Ryan Coke. There is rye upstairs. Crown Royal, of course, buying Canadian only these days. And there's Coke as well. So by all means, help yourself. I'm just going to take a few minutes here. I just got a few more notes to take, and we'll get started. Everyone's got the character sheets? Perfect. Okay, just give me a few minutes, guys. Just, again, grab yourself anything you need, and we'll get started here shortly. Okay. Okay. All right, we're using this game. What is that for hit points? No, it should all be in your character sheet, Ashley. Yeah. No one leveled up after the last session. Yeah, you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay. Yeah, no, listen to Darren. No. Okay, that's actually really nice for this. Darren, you guys made it back to town, right? When we left off? I can't remember. Did you guys leave the forest and come back to town, or were you guys in a process of coming? You guys are in a process of coming to. Okay. I'm just. Yeah, no, there's 2 dice towers. We got the one down here, and we obviously have the big cauldron one if you want to use that one. That one's not really a tower, it's like a slide. It's a single tube that comes out. So that's why that little piece of paper is in front of it, because it will shoot straight through it. Yeah. You just got to be careful with that one, that's all. It's nice. I mean, it lights up too when you hit the battery, but I like this little cheap dice tower. It only cost me like $10. Yeah, it actually is a tower too, so. Oh, we got sour cream dip, we got spinach dip, and we got that cheese dip Dave made. Yeah. Yeah, the spinach dip's in a fridge upstairs if you want to grab it, Jack. Okay. I think that's all we're going to use for this session. I have kind of an idea of where we're going to go with this session. We're progressing the story, obviously. There's going to be some fucked up twists and turns, but it's going to be worth it in the end. There's going to be some hilarious outcomes of this for sure. Maybe it might involve that. I don't know. We'll see. But just a few more minutes here, guys. Just getting these NPC details down. We got 4 sets of dice. My metal dice, my personal metal dice are there if you want to use them. Dave fucking hates them because they're hard to read, but they're really nice and heavy. Yeah, it's the metal one, the metal container. You feel free to use those. I got 2 sets of dice here, so. Yep, okay. Thinking nothing with environmental stuff on here. I never use paralysis. Darren, do you ever use paralysis, like the paralyzed? No, it's more like with zombies and stuff, eh? That would be really fun, though. Not this campaign, though. Okay. I think, believe it or not, it's going to be quite a detailed session today, but it's not nearly as NPC filled as last game. Put my dog's hair in my hat here. Last game, you guys met quite a bit of characters. You interacted with quite a bit of characters. This one's more mission oriented. Should be a little more action packed. Although yes, it did get quite action packed towards the end of last session. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit like that as well. So it might start out a little slow, but this will be fun. And I know Dave's out for blood. Dave wants vengeance. Vengeance may or may not be served. We'll see. But like I said, it's a very, very different take on a campaign as opposed to Darren's. Darren's campaign obviously is more old school oriented. I'm talking to Jackass here because he hasn't played yet. Obviously, this is his first chance playing. You've played, you had a human fighter in Darren's. Darren's is really old school D&D, fantasy, risk and reward, really good world he built. This one is like yeah, like Dave said, it's a shit show. It's a big game of what would you do if, basically. So just bear with me. It's fun. Obviously, these guys had a blast last time, but it's a little different. We'll see. I think you'll really enjoy it. Okay, guys, I'm almost ready here, so I'm just going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we are going to get started. Again, grab your drinks, munchies, whatever you guys need, whatever you guys have. If anyone wants to order pizza, Jackass said he can order some Domino's for us, obviously with his discount, or for free. Obviously, he's an owner, if you guys want. Everybody ate, though? Okay. All right, give me a few minutes. I'm just going to go to the bathroom, and then we're going to get started. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay. Boys and girls, let's get ready to get started here. First and foremost, welcome back, adventurers. It's been a while since our last session. Obviously, a lot's happened in 8 months we've done this. But we've been doing Darren's campaign in between. I know Darren wanted a break, so we jumped back to mine. Having a blast in that campaign, obviously, is why I wanted to switch over. But here we are. So before we get started, I'm going to do a quick recap of where we are in the story. I think I filled Jackass in mostly about the very first session that he completely missed. I'll break down what happened in this last session. So obviously with a quick breakdown of what's going on here. You guys are a mercenary group led by Darren's character, Fucking Guy, the human monk, and Dave's Grimlock, the dwarf fighter, is his right-hand man. This is basically their company. They picked up Ashley, the tiefling fighter. They actually picked her up in town. She was looking for work. She's a mercenary as well. And Marcus, the human ranger, was found during this last mission. You guys are going to be joined today by, obviously, Jackass's Eddie the Bard. But let's just do a quick recap of what's going on. So you guys are on this island, and basically there's like an extermination of lizard folk happening. That's fucked up. But it's for alchemic reasons. There's like a dark magic happening here. They're being used for some kind of dark magic. You don't know exactly what's going on yet, though, because everyone's kind of hush-hush, but basically everyone's here. All mercenary companies are here on this island to try to take advantage of this frenzy of work, I guess you could say. Not just rounding up lizard folk, but there's also other little missions and whatnot in all these little towns on this island. You guys made your way to the center of this island, and what is like the most centrist town. It's like the biggest trade town. It's called Pine Run. You guys made your way here. You got a couple missions here in the town square. You obviously were the mayor. You were directed to the mayor's manor. You guys went there, and he told you guys that villagers are going missing in Pine Run. Wants you to find out what's happening. There's rumors of a displacer beast in the Pine Run Forest that is taking these villagers. As well, Skoden, a local drunk, told you guys in the town square from his puddle, like Oscar the Grouch, that he actually seen this displacer beast. So you guys were ready to fight this displacer beast and go and look displacer beast hunting. He was going to give you guys 300 gold to split between the 5 or 4 of you. Well, 3 of you at first, 4. Obviously, Marcus joined. As well, you guys ended up going to the Pine Mirage Inn to look for additional work. There you met a guy called Grimmar, who told you that his son was one of the missing people, and that he would reward you handsomely if you could find him. He's been missing for about a week. From there, you guys made your way into the Pine Run Hills. There was a duo elf sibling couple, not couple, but elf siblings, Elrond and Elsie. Elrond joined you guys. He was an elf ranger. He was looking for his sister, who they both went looking for this displacer beast, and they got separated. During this time in the forest, you guys stumbled across a bugbear camp. Having fought off the bugbears, you found Elsie's head in a sack, which Elrond took back. You know, he found his sister, I guess, and you also found a finger of a child in bugbear manure. So you assume that that's Grimmar's son. So you know, Darren put that in his pocket. And after the bugbear battle was over, you guys found Marcus in like a little love nest they made for him. He was tied up, and he rolled for it, and they didn't have his way with him. They just bukaki'd him, and you guys saved him. For whatever reason, they were like savoring Marcus. I told you, it's a crazy campaign. So you guys saved Marcus. I should say I missed out. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The most priciest mission you guys were given was from the local priest in Pine Run. He actually was going to give you guys 300 gold to split between the 4 of you again, or 400 gold rather, to retrieve artifact in a chest that was stolen from his church, and it was supposed to be a priceless artifact. He wanted it back badly. He really moved you guys with this story about it. So you guys continued on after the bugbear camp to look for this chest. You guys are following the sounds of, it sounded like a fight was happening off in a distance in the forest as you guys were there. So you just kind of followed that. It sounded like a battle. You could hear swords and everything else. This is after you guys, tried to get a chunk of gold in a lake up there, and you almost get killed by alligators. You guys fought off these alligators. Yes, the very smart, super smart alligators. You guys found the source of all of this sound, and it actually was a giant fighting off some bugbears. And underneath the giant's feet, you guys seen a chest. You guys helped the giant fight off the bugbears, and then Elrond came back, confusing you guys for being under attack from the giant. He actually attacked the giant, and the giant downed all of you. You guys came to from being knocked down. The giant's back was towards you guys. He was peeling the bugbear fur off. He was cooking the bugbears, but peeling their fur off first. Marcus actually was the only one to wake up. And Marcus hit a natural 20, killing the giant, hitting him in the back of the head with the arrow, bringing his eyeball out of the front. You guys opened up the chest and you realized there was no artifact in there at all. There was 800 gold pieces, so you know you've been lied to from the priest. Jason the priest was his name, rather, I should say. So you guys are actually on your way back in the Pine Run now to look for this said priest. You guys are going to keep the money. You've all agreed, 800 gold. Obviously, he was sending you guys off to your potential death for money. It wasn't actually about an artifact. So this is where we left off. You guys are on your way back to town. You guys are making your way into town. This is where we are now. So get ready. We're going to start this campaign right now. Okay, so before we get started, obviously I have the map here. Darren, you want the map? Okay, I'll put the map on the table for you guys here. This is just a map of the area you guys are in, including Pine Run, in case Jackass wanted to see it. Get a visualization of this this area that you guys are in. Okay, so what's happening here? You guys are just entering town from the north side of Pine Run, if you guys look on the map. Yeah. So what's going to happen here? Where are you guys going? Okay, so you guys are going to make your way to the church. Good call. So you guys make your way down the street. You're at the church. No one answers the door. Are we going to... You want to break the door down, Dave? Okay. Roll me a strength check. Okay, so Dave easily breaks down the door with his axe. You guys go inside this church. Visually, as soon as you walk in the front door, there really isn't anything going on. So, it's empty. It's like an odd day. The church isn't open. People aren't there. So there's no one worshiping or anything like that. Okay, so you're going to search around. Okay. Who's got the highest perception? Ashley? Okay. Ashley, you want to roll a perception check? Okay, that's good. Okay, so what Ashley notices is the priest's actual door is open. You guys have looked inside, but it looks like he packed in a hurry. Ashley can see that it looks like he's panically packed and he's left in a hurry. So he might have got wind that you guys opened the chest, and you know exactly what's in there. Remember, he told you guys he didn't want you guys to open that chest. Now you know why, obviously, because clearly there wasn't an artifact in there. There actually was just gold. And I know right off the bat, Dave didn't trust it. Dave said we were going to break it open if we had to see what was inside of it. So, yeah, he knows you guys opened it. So he skipped town, it looks like. Well, no, she had the highest, and that's what she's seen. There really isn't anything else to see in here. A few things scattered about. You want to check to see if there's a basement, Dave? Okay, check. Yeah, there is no basement. No. What you see is what you get. It's a basic little church, little slab church with a little back room for the priest to sleep in. Okay. Yeah, no one else is here. I'll just say that right now to save you guys some time, because I know Dave likes to be thorough with shit like this. That's not a bad thing. Obviously, in Darren's campaign, that's a huge thing, checking things out like that. But no, I'm telling you right now that there's nothing else here. Okay. All right, so you guys are making your way to... Okay, so you're going to the Mirage. You're going to go to Pine Mirage Inn, okay. Well, it is a weekend, so Pine Mirage Inn is like the happening place in town for sure. As you guys approach, you can hear, there's a lot of action going on inside. You can actually hear Eddie the Bard playing. As you guys can see a poster up outside, that Eddie the Bard, the famous bard elf, is playing a concert here tonight. Okay, so you guys enter the tavern. Again, I'm going to give you guys some music here just to set the ambience. Yeah, that's what we did last time too. It's kind of nice. So you guys enter this tavern, sorry. And there's about 9 people in there, which is, for as small as it is, it's actually pretty busy. There's 2 women obviously at the stage worshiping Eddie the Bard, the famous bard elf, who, by the way, I'm sorry if we never mentioned this before, he's actually friends with Darren the Monk, the leader of this mercenary group. Yes. Okay, so Darren, you're going to make your way over towards him. All right, so you guys are actually going to recruit him is what's going to happen here. But here right now he's playing his... he's playing his concert right now. So you guys are You're gonna buy some drinks, okay? So, you approach the bar, you three. Obviously, Darren's going to go see Eddie the Bard. And the bartender, I have his name here somewhere. Bartender Farrell is there. Very friendly, big, burly man. Human. I would say late 50s, early 60s, but very burly. Like, it seems very jolly. Yeah. So he asks you guys, well, adventurers, what can I get for you this evening? Okay, all you just want some mead. Okay. So he serves you guys up some mead and makes a little bit of chit-chat and whatnot. He says, okay, like, good question. That priest is actually not known to this town, he tells you guys. He's only recently been here, maybe for the last month or so. Our previous priest had passed on a couple months prior, and that priest just showed up and started running services. So yeah, I really don't know anything about that, except that he is a brand new priest. Yes. That's all he tells you guys. That's the height of his knowledge. Okay. As you guys are talking to Farrell, you guys notice something. Well, not really notice, but you can hear among the music and the talking and glasses of mead clanking. You can really hear a creepy old man voice. I don't know how to say it. Like a creepy person. And Dave notices that it's actually a creepy old trapper looking guy. Like, he's got furs like on his body and in his hat. He's got a big mustache, like a bushy mustache, and he's got really bushy eyebrows. You can barely see his eyes. I want to say like almost like the Swedish chef from the Muppet Show. Yeah, almost like that. And he's creeping on a clearly uninterested waitress. A young waitress, not very pretty looking, but regardless, she's not the greatest looking either. She's not ugly, she's not ugly, what can I say? But he's really like creeping on her. He's got her kind of like cornered, like she looks very uncomfortable. And you can hear this over top of everything. Okay, so Dave, you're gonna go over there. Okay, so you approach them, Dave, and as you get closer, you can kind of hear him talking to her, and he's kind of like really flirty, gross things. And she's really telling him, I'm not interested again. John, we've talked about this before. Like, I'm not interested in you. I appreciate, that you find me so appealing and blah, blah, blah. And John's telling her he would give her this amazing life. And okay, so Dave, you're stepping in. Okay, so what do you say? All right, is there a problem here, you're asking? Okay. So he kind of looks over and he's got like his eyebrows are like covering his eyes, so you can't see. It's kind of like that. And he's kind of like, excuse me, young whippersnapper. You want in your own fucking business? That's what he tells you. So it sounds like it's your business, you're saying. Oh, Jesus, Dave. It most certainly isn't part of your business. Walk on before we have a problem. Hey, Dave, so there's a problem already, you're saying, okay. So as this is going on, this big orc approaches you guys. And he clearly is like the muscle of this establishment, but the bouncer, if you will. He comes over and says, gentlemen, is there a problem? And okay, Dave, you tell him he's harassed, and he goes, that's just John R. Again, Yuki, go along. John, leave her alone. So the girl's name is Yuki, you guys find. So she scurries. John sits there disgruntled, eyeballing Dave, like as best as he can, obviously. He's staring at you pretty hard. Obviously, he's pissed off. Yeah, so Thane broke it up. His name is Thane, by the way. It's a big orc. Okay, so Thane asks you guys, you guys are looking for that priest. Okay, you guys tell him yes, you're looking for this priest. He says he has it under good intuitions that priest runs with a group of thieves called the Rat Boys. This is what he's heard. The Rat Boys was a group that used to run in Pine Run, and they got run out of town. But they were actually former members of Pine Run. Yeah, so now you guys have a lead. The Rat Boys. That's who you're looking for. Okay, so good. Again, Ashley's. He might have went off with his Rat Boy back. The Rat Pack, the Rat Boys. Yeah, so. Okay, so you guys are having this conversation. Darren is talking with Eddie the Bard. They approach you guys. Now, Jackass, Eddie the Bard, tells you guys that he knows the Rat Boys. Obviously, playing all these little towns, Jackass meets everybody, from all walks of life. Criminals, farmers, soldiers, etc. So he's met them all, and he tells you guys, I know the Rat Boys. He says, I'm pretty sure that John R., the guy Dave almost got it on with, pretty sure John R. used to run with them. Yes. So, okay, so it's probably not a good idea to let Dave talk to John R., because John R. is still, he's eyeballing Dave from across the tavern. So maybe don't get Dave to talk to him. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so as Dave's standing there, Dave, you feel like a hand graze across the crotch area, almost touching your penis. And you turn to look behind you, and there is a halfling thief that just tried to pickpocket you. You're gonna kill him? Okay, so before you kill him, Thane comes around and he grabs him by the back of the scruff and he goes, "Hey, you bloody thief!" And he's grabbing it, so you don't have to do anything. So he's going to throw him out. You do this again, I'll chop your hands off. And he throws him out of the tavern. So that's just, it's just something that had to happen. Like, you guys have to be on edge. Was the lesson here, because you were almost pickpocketed, Dave. Yeah, he tried. Okay, so Darren and Jack are going to approach John R. because Dave can't. Dave and John R. They've already had kind of a bit of a disagreement or an argument, if you will. Okay, so you approach him, and he kind of asks you, like, "What do you guys need? What do you want?" And he's kind of like flabbergasted. Eddie, you run with these clowns, kind of a deal. So Jackass, you tell him, you're looking for the Rat Boys. He used to be a rat boy. And he goes, yeah, I used to be a rat boy. Okay, Darren, you're asking him, would he know where the Rat Boys would go? And John R. tells you guys, I know where their hideout is. I used to go there. Okay, so here's the conundrum now. So he actually knows how to get to where you guys need to go. He tells you it's a perilous little trek. It's about a day's walk from here, but it could be dangerous because you guys are going to go way out of town. That's as far as I'm going to tell you guys. When you're a member of the boys, you don't really ever give out information, but they stole from me once, and I left the group, and I've never gone back. I don't speak to the guys anymore. Well, he tells you guys that makes sense, that priest is a member of them, but he's a newer member because he was not running with that group when John R. was running with them. So yes, the priest, Jaxar, is probably a member of the Rat Boys. And he's he's probably a newer member of the Rat Boys. Okay, good question. They probably still have the same hideout. I don't see why they would change it. It's quite an elaborate hideout, he tells you. But I'm not helping you guys. That's what he tells you. I'm not helping you. Especially if you're with that dwarf fighter over there. And Dave, he's still looking at you. So, well, we're going to have to talk to Farrell, he says. This is kind of a different, odd situation. So, Farrell comes over and he says, how can I help you guys? What's up? John R. tells him, Farrell, these guys want my help to find the Rat Boys hideout. And he says, my price is 400 gold. And Farrell right away like grabs his face. And you guys are kind of going, why? Well, Farrell is actually in financial peril. This little tavern of his is selling. Like it's losing money. He needs to sell it, maybe even. It's been in his family a while, but he's having issues for sure. He can't keep this place going. Obviously, you guys look around. There's only like 9 people in here, not including yourselves. That's considered a busy night. So, yeah, okay, jackass, you're asking, what's the deal with 400 gold? Why is he upset? Well, because Farrell has 5 daughters. The oldest is Yuki, and he's actually put her for sale for 400 gold. John R's been too broke to buy her. Like, her hand in marriage. Like, that's how much it's going to cost. This is what he wants. Yes, he wants 400 gold because he wants to marry Yuki, Farrell's daughter. That's the price Farrell gave. She's of age. Don't think this is a teenager or something. No, she's of age. She's like in her early 20s. Yeah, we're not going that gross here. So that's what he says. You guys want to pay that? You guys do have 800 gold from that. I know it's half the loot you guys got, but at the same time, is it worth the revenge? It's up to you guys. There really is a couple paths you can take here. So it's up to you guys to discuss it. Okay, so you're going to hire him. Okay, so he says he'll do it. 2 conditions. 1, you keep the dwarf away from me. That's what he tells you guys. Number 2, Yuki has to come. No exceptions, she has to come. Because he doesn't trust that Farrell will, or she'll run away. As soon as they get back, they're going to get a priest and they're going to get married. So he says no, she has to come with us. So Farrell reluctantly agrees. So you're all in agreement? Okay, well, in the end of the day, like I said, Darren's the leader. Darren makes the call. So if Darren says, this is what you guys are doing, this is what you're doing. So, okay, Dave's already saying he's going to kill him as soon as you guys find the den. I mean, it's up to you if you want to try to kill him. He's kind of a grizzled old bastard, though. I don't know. Okay, so this is what's happening. Okay, so John tells you guys, no, we are spending the night. We'll leave first thing in the morning. It's going to be a bit of a perilous journey. We are going back in the Pine Hills, but we are not going through the forest. We are actually going through, it's almost like a valley, but it's a frozen valley. He said we have to cross Icefield Lake, which is, like a Neverwinter kind of deal. Biome. You got to cross through that. This is for now, that's all I'm telling you guys. When we get there, I'll tell you where we're going from there. But now you guys have a plan. Yeah, so you guys are going to spend the night. So you guys, just let some steam off, kind of relax because obviously the last couple of days were a bit perilous. And Dave's gripping his axe. Continuously watching John R trying to hit on Yuki. Yuki is absolutely distraught. Her dad, agreed to sell her and to sell her to John R of all people. So that's happening. That's pretty upset. That's upsetting Dave. So. But yeah, you guys relax. Eddie the Bard, Jackass is playing his concert. You guys are mingling with people, just enjoying it yourselves because it's going to be kind of a perilous journey tomorrow. I think your supplies are good because we didn't really use much. You guys are only gone for 2 days. Yeah, I wouldn't even worry about that. We're not going to go that hardcore. Obviously, in Darren's campaign, you guys would need to get furs and everything else for, a colder climate, but I wouldn't even worry about that for this one. No, we're not going to worry about that too much. Okay, so everyone spends the night, everyone relaxes, and gets ready for the trip tomorrow. Okay, so the next morning, you guys get up nice and early, and not too hungover. Nobody got a lady of the night last night, I should say, so there was no, like I said, we gave you guys a little bit of a boost from the first time you guys stayed here because Dave took a lady of the night, and I said I would give you guys a little bit of a boost. I gave him a little endurance boost for the next day, but none of that happened this time, so you guys are getting ready to head out. So John R. leads the way. You know, he's got Yuki with him. Okay, so Dave's going to walk between Yuki and John R. So John R. is kind of like, he's not really a ranger. He's kind of like a trapper, like a tracker, I guess you could say. Yeah, he looks like a bushman for sure. Yeah, he's got a sword at his side. He's got a bow on his back. Like I said, he's got like a fur hat, not a raccoon. Obviously, there's no raccoons here, but you know, hide jacket, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, he's like your bushman, your trapper man. So you guys are making your way up. You know, half the day has gone by. You guys are finally slowly getting out of the forest, these hills. You can see down ahead of you is these kind of like this ice area, like an ice field. Trees are starting to get a little more frosty, you know. It's getting cold now. You guys are approaching, you can see the ice. You know, there's multiple little lakes. You guys have to cross this one lake. Icefield Lake is what, or Ice Veil, like a veil, Ice Veil Lake. John R. says it's this way. We got to go this way. So you guys are making your way there. Okay. So as you guys are going, who's got... Okay, again, Ashley, perception. I'll roll a perception check regardless. Okay, proficiency check. Ashley. Okay, that's pretty good. That's probably going to be it. Darren. Dave. Marcus. And Jackass. I'll roll for John. Hell with it. Okay, so it's Ashley again, of course, because she's got that high perception. So everything's blowing snow, you guys. As you're about to enter this lake, the visibility is pretty low. But Ashley hears something to the left of you guys, like crunching of snow, but like in a frenzied pace, like something's coming at you guys fast and hard. I'm gonna let Ashley act first. Because of this, so we are going to all roll for initiative, but Ashley is going to be able to act first. I'm going to allow that to happen. So as you guys are walking, you hear all of this happen. You guys all turn to your left, and out of the, you know, this wall of snow, this massive silhouette is coming at you guys. It's got multiple arms. It looks very, very menacing. It is actually a big snow beast. It looks kind of like a big gorilla with 4 arms and a big tail. So he comes. Actually, I'll put him down there for you guys. He comes and he's, you know, roaring towards you guys. Yeah, so now you guys are going to all roll initiative. Ashley's going to go first, obviously, because of that perception check. Ashley, you actually get a move right now. So you're going to attack, obviously. Okay, go ahead and roll for... Okay. That is actually a hit. Good job. Now roll for damage. Okay. Okay, so Ashley swung at him with a sword, cut his shoulder. Didn't really seem to move him much. Everybody roll for initiative. I'll roll for the snow beast as well. Okay. Okay, Darren. Dave. Marcus. Jackass. And I'll actually roll for John as well. Okay, so the order is Ashley, the Beast, Darren, John R., Jackass, Marcus, and Dave. That 8th roll is going to put you at the end, Dave. Okay, so first up is the Snow Beast. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll for you guys for who I'm going to target. The reason I'm doing this is because it is a bigger NPC. It does have quite a bit of hit points, just giving you guys a bit of a heads up. And if I just target one guy, he's going to down you guys at this low level. So I'm going to roll for who he's targeting. Obviously, with multiple opponents, you can have them choose certain people to fight. But this is one of those things where it's just one NPC. It's kind of like a mini boss. So I'm going to roll for it every time. So just to make it a little fair. Yeah, so right now I'm rolling. Okay, that's actually Darren. So he's aiming at you, Darren. your armor class. Okay, that's a hit. So I'm going to roll 6-sided dice. Okay, 4 points of damage, Darren. Ooh, yeah, he hits hard. He hits hard. Okay, Darren, actually, is your go. You're going to attack him, okay, with your bow staff. All right, go ahead and roll. Okay, that is a hit. Roll for damage. Okay, -2. That's good. You know, between you and Ashley, you guys have done, 4 points of damage to him so far, so that's pretty decent. John R is going to roll. Obviously, he's going to use his sword. Okay, that's a miss. So John misses with the sword. Jackass, your go. You're going to attack him with your short sword. Okay, go ahead and roll. That's a miss. So Jackass swings his sword at him and he kind of moves out of the way. He was aiming for one of his arms. Okay, so Marcus, your go. Yeah, the way it's set up right there, we'll just say that's it. Because it's one, like I said, it's one NPC. So you're going to use your bow. Okay, go ahead and roll. Okay, that is a miss. Okay, so Marcus's arrow goes right by his head. And now Dave, you're going to club him with your big axe. All right, so go ahead and swing. That's a miss. Okay, we're back at the top. Ashley again, your go. Oops, sorry. So you're going to swing at him again. Okay. That is a miss. Okay, the beast. It's now aiming at Ashley. I think that's a hit. That's a hit. Okay, so 6-sided dice. Okay, 3 points of damage, Ashley. Yeah, so he hasn't missed yet. This beast hasn't missed hitting you guys yet. So, Darren, okay, you're gonna hit him with your bow staff again. Go ahead and swing. Okay, that's a miss for sure. Yep, that's a miss. Okay, John R is going to swing with his sword. That's a hit. Okay. Okay, John R chipped away. 3 points of damage. Yeah, see, he's helping you guys out, Dave. Dave, you remember this, okay? Jackass, go ahead. Okay, that is a miss. Marcus, your bow again. Okay, go ahead. That's a hit. Okay, roll your damage, and you're proficient in it as well. So I think it's a 4-sided dice. Okay, yeah, that's a hit. So your damage plus your modifier because you're proficient. A 6-sided dice plus 4-sided dice for damage. Okay, good job. So Marcus -5, so it's a good hit. So Marcus shot him with the bow, and he kind of like crunched the bow off, or hit him with the arrow, and he kind of grabbed Marcus's arrow and he crunched it off, and he screamed like violently mad, like you're pissing him off now, Marcus. Okay, Dave, go ahead. Okay, that's a miss again. So poor dwarven fighter Dave just can't hit this snow beast. Back at the top, and again, Ashley, it's your go. Go ahead and roll. Okay, that is a miss. Snow beast's turn. Okay, that's nobody. Okay, so here's what's happening now. I was going to do this if and when I rolled nothing. So he didn't target any of you guys. Because he didn't target any of you guys, what he does is he reaches over and he grabs Yuki. And she's right there too, right? She was hiding, I guess, behind you guys. So he grabs Yuki and he holds her over his head with his arms and he rips Yuki in half. Blood everywhere. Like blood pours onto him as he rips her in half. Ah, boom. You know, John R screams, no. So this is what's happened just now. Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's his move. So Yuki's no more. Yuki's in 2 right now. So Darren, go ahead. Okay, that's a hit. Roll for damage. Okay, that's a decent amount of hit. So Darren smacked him in the head with his bow staff, his Yuki blood-soaked head, and he kind of like did it like a double take like that. You guys are starting to hurt him now. Like he's not wobbly yet, but Darren fucked him up. So John R., distraught John R. in a rage, is now going to attack. And he missed him. He's so angry that when he swung his sword, like he just completely swung in the wrong direction. He's so fucking angry that, you know, this thing killed his would-be wife. We'll discuss that when this is all over, because now, like I said, his prize is gone to take you guys where he's taking you guys. So Jackass, your go. Okay, you want to enchant somebody? Who do you want to enchant? Well, Marcus and Dave are next. Marcus is next, then Dave. Dave honestly has the higher chance of hitting him. He just hasn't done it. He's had shitty rolls. So you're going to enchant Dave. Okay, so what you're doing with Dave is you're going to give him +2 attack damage if Dave can actually hit this, because Dave rolls a 6-sided dice, plus he has his modifier, so he has his 4-sided dice to add on top of that, plus that 2. That could be devastating. That's what you're going to do? Okay. Marcus, it's your go, though. You're going to shoot another bow at him? Another arrow? Okay, go ahead. Okay, that is a hit. Again, your hit point plus your modifier. Okay, now your 4-sided dice. Okay, so Marcus like shot an arrow, hit him in the neck. So his neck has got an arrow in it, and he's kind of like tired, it looks like. He's not ripping the arrow out this time. So Dave, now's your time to shine. Let's go. Roll. So that's a miss. So the enchantment, all that, meant nothing. Back at the top, we're back to Ashley. Ashley, go ahead. Roll. Okay, that's a miss. The beast. Attacking Ashley. That's a hit. Could be 4 points. Okay, so you 1 more point and you're down. So he is... Jackass does have a lesser heal spell. So yes, you can if you need to, Jack. You probably should, because she's only got 1 hit box left, or hit point. She's going to go down. Okay, Darren, go ahead. So Darren with the hit again. Roll for damage, please. Okay, that's a 2, so that's 2 points of damage. Okay, so Darren smacks him in the head, and now he's wobbling, you guys. Like his 4 arms are like these 2 arms plus 2 arms underneath me. Imagine they're coming down. Like John R. John R hits him. 3 points of damage. So John smacks him with a sword, and the snow beast now drops to 1 leg. Like his tail and 1 leg is holding him up. Basically, he's dropped. His arms are coming down. John's angrily like chopping at him. You son of a bitch. You know, because he killed Yuki. Jackass, your go. Okay, you're going to enchant Marcus this time. All right. So again, same deal. Marcus, same deal. And Marcus, it's your go now. That's a miss. Oh, that sucks. Dave, your go. Okay, that's a hit. Roll for damage. 6-sided dice plus your modifier. 4-sided dice. Ooh, 6. Okay. Okay, that's 10. So 6 and 10. So Dave goes up to him and he swings his massive axe. He hits the beast right in the head, and its head lobs off and it drops. Dave killed it. So Dave came through in the end. He came through in the end when it mattered. You guys remember that. So with that, this fight is over. The snow beast is killed. He drops to the ground. A pool of blood around him, mixed with Yuki's blood, obviously. John R. collapses next to the, Yuki's body. He starts to weep. a pathetic cry. But again, yeah, Dave doesn't feel bad. She was probably better off, maybe. So you guys are, now you're okay, smart choice. So you ask him if he's still willing to take you guys the rest of the way. Okay, so he tells you guys he's willing to take you the rest of the way, but now it's going to cost you 500 gold, not 400, because he doesn't get his wife in the end now. So okay, Dave, if you kill him, you're not going to find, because he tells you guys it's still like half a day away. You would never know where to find them. So if you kill him now, okay, so Dave is telling you guys you're going to get him to the den, and then Dave's going to kill him. You guys are okay with this? So that's your plan, to backstab him. He takes you guys to the... Okay. All right, so you guys tell him, yes, 500 gold will do it. He tells you guys okay, and you guys continue on your way. At one point, you see him try to grab the lower half of Yuki and string it up, like he's going to mummify it, like a medieval pocket pussy or something, but yeah, he gives up after a while. Like I said, it's a sick, twisted old bastard. Okay, so you guys continue making your way through this ice field. And now you're kind of in these hills, which kind of look like highlands. Think of like the highlands of Scotland and, things like that. Nature and sky, if you guys have never been there. He tells you guys we're getting close. It's starting a little dark. It's like dusk, maybe. Like around there, dusk. And you guys are in this little forest trail. And he tells you guys it's just ahead. It's a little cave. A cave that you go into. That's where their den used to be. He doesn't know if it's still there. Again, it's not, you guys aren't there yet, Dave. So as you guys approach, you guys can kind of hear something in a distance. Okay, so collectively you guys are going to go hide and listen. All right, so you guys are hiding and listening, and what you guys hear is talking, human talking. What it is you guys can definitely hear Jaxar, the priest, the phony priest from Pine Run, who you're after. You can hear him talking, and he's talking to two other gentlemen. Yes, so you guys kind of make out that they are members of the Rat Boys. It sounds like there's at least 2 or 3 on top of John R. So there's John R. and there's 2 or 3 people talking right now. I'd say 20 feet ahead. You guys can't quite make them out just yet. But one person slowly starts to make his way into your guys' direction. You kind of hear him call out to the rest of them, saying, yeah, just let me take a piss first. So he's walking kind of towards you guys to take a piss. Yeah, like almost right towards the bush you're at. So I'll give you guys a surprise initiative on him. You guys all get to roll against him right now if you choose. You guys are going to do that? Okay. So as he's walking towards you guys' bush to take a leak, all of you roll. I want to see who's going to go first. This is going to be ugly. Okay. Roll for initiative. Okay. All right, Marcus and Jackass. Okay, so up first is going to be Marcus with that roll. So Marcus, go ahead and roll an attack. Okay, that's a hit. And damage. Plus your modifier, yep. Okay, so as this guy's walking towards you guys, he's undoing his trousers. He's about to take a leak. Marcus pops to the bush right in front of him. He shoots him with an arrow and hits him right in the shoulder. And he screams out, ah! That must damage is significant, -6. So he screams out a shriek that alerts the rest of the guys. But those guys come rushing. But don't worry, there's no initiative this turn yet because they were too far away. Yeah, but they're aware now. After Marcus hit him, he screamed out. They know that there's something going on. Okay, so Darren is next. So you can hit him with your bow staff. Okay, Darren, go ahead. Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay, so as he's screaming with his arrow, he's trying to pull this arrow out of his shoulder. Darren comes over and he smacks him in the head and kind of wobbles him. Yeah, he's not a very big Like he's a human. He's a bandit, he looks like. Yeah, it's not that big of an enemy. In fact, you guys almost killed him already. Jackass, you're next, yep. Okay, you're going to stab him. Okay, go ahead and roll for damage. I roll for a hit. That's a hit. This guy's got a low armor class. He's giving you guys a hit. That's why you guys are smacking him around to get damage. Okay, so Jackass goes and he stabs him right in the gut. This guy drops to his knees, keels over. He's dead. So no one else has to worry about rolling for anything. Now, 3 other guys plus Jaxar all approach you guys. Yeah, and now there's a standoff. Now we're going to do rolling for initiative. Okay, so now this is quite a big battle. Obviously, it's a 4v5. Well, 6 really with John R. So what we see here is basically how this is going to play out, like how everything's laid out. You guys came out of the bush. These guys approached you. They see their dead friend on the ground. Everyone's going to roll initiative, including me for the 3 bandits plus Jaxar, but I'll let you guys go first. Okay, go ahead. Jack. Darren, sorry. Dave. Marcus. Jackass. Okay, I'll roll for bandit 1. Okay. Bandit 2. Bandit 3. Jaxar. Oh, I need to roll for John too, actually. John R. Okay, so the order is we're just going to call them Bandit 1. I don't want to give them names. Bandit 1, Jackass, Jaxar, Dave, John R, Bandit 2, Ashley, Bandit 3, Marcus, and Darren. This is a pretty big battle. So, and again, because it's going to be proximity, where you guys move is close to these people is probably where they're going to attack. So, Bandit 1 obviously is close to Ashley. Just writing down some information here for these guys real quick. I should have had this done beforehand, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's get started here. So Bandit 1, obviously, it's next to Ashley. Bandit 1 is going to roll. That is a miss. I should say, the amount of time that passed between the last fight with the Snow Beast to now, Jackass has healed her completely with his lesser heal spells, plus just the way time's a lot. Yeah, so she's got full health. Sorry, what did I say? Was that a miss? That's a miss. I thought I said it was a hit, didn't I? Did I say it was a hit? That's a miss. It's a miss, though. Jackass, you are next. Okay, so Jackass, you're close to Bandit number 2, right? Yeah, okay. So you're going to just try to stab him. Okay. Go ahead and roll, Jack. Okay, that's a hit. Roll for damage. Okay, -2. So, I mean, it's a short sword. You're a bard. Okay, Jaxar is now going, and Jaxar is actually, he's close to Darren, isn't he? Yeah, he's looking at Darren, so. That's a hit. I roll for damage. He's got a little short sword. So Darren, that's -3 points of damage for you. Okay, Dave, you are next, and Dave, you and that bandit number 3 are pretty much like right on top of each other, so that's who you're attacking. Yeah. You guys are having a 1v1. That's a miss, of course. Okay, John R is going to attack, and John R is actually looking at bandit number 1 with Ashley. That's a hit. Okay, so minus 3 points of damage. So he slashes bandit number 1. It kind of just slashes across. These bandits look a little more armored up than the other ones, than the other guy you guys just jumped on. But again, that was all of you guys against this. That one guy was like a shooting squad, basically. Up next, bandit number 2, and bandit number 2 is looking at Jackass and Marcus, so I'll roll a 4-sided dice. Okay, we're looking at Jackass. That's a hit. Okay, Jackass, 2 points of damage. Let's paper down, actually. Okay, Ashley, your go, and you were looking at band number 1. You guys are pretty close. Go ahead and roll. Okay. It's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay. So bandit number 1 took 4 points of damage, so he's pretty hurt, bandit number 1. Jackass, your go. Yeah, you and Marcus are looking at bandit number 2. Okay, so you're going to play a song and enchant Marcus, right? Okay, because he's the only one closest to you pretty much that this would work on. So you're going to enchant Marcus again. 2 points of damage, Marcus. Jackass places the loot to do this. And yeah, so Marcus, you're boosted for the next your next attack. Dave, go ahead. And again, you're having your 1v1 with Bandit 3. Go ahead and roll. Ooh, a 20. Okay, perfect, Dave. So you get the max damage. Go ahead and roll. Okay, so Dave, that's a huge points of damage for Dave with this modifier and everything. -9. So Dave like stuck his axe into that bandit's chest and pulled it out. And he's bleeding profusely, but he's not dead yet. Good strike, Dave. Finally, something good. John R. again, and John R. again is looking at bandit number 1 with Ashley. That's a miss. Okay, Marcus, you're going again. You're enchanted from Jackass. And again, you guys are looking at bandit number 2. Okay, go ahead and roll. That's a hit. And again, enchanted +2 damage. Plus on top of your 6-sided dice plus your 4-sided dice modifier. Go ahead and roll. Okay. Nice. Good job, Marcus. So Marcus shoots his arrow and he hits the bandit in the throat. Goes to the backside. Bandit drops. Bandit's dead. So bandit number 2 is off the board. Good job, Marcus. Okay, Darren. Darren, once again, is on Jaxar. So go ahead and roll, Darren. Okay, that's a hit. So Darren smacks Jaxar with his staff. Roll for damage. Okay. 4 points of damage on Jaxar. So Darren hits Jaxar in the stomach, and Jaxar kind of keels over. Okay, now we're back at the top. Bandit number 1, who is again fighting Ashley. So that's a hit. Okay, 3 points of damage, Ashley. So you got 4 points left. So Ashley again. Like I said, she's got some of the lowest. Jackass actually has the lowest hit points of all of you, but Jackass, your go again. Okay, geez, where are we here? Okay, so there's Jaxar, there's bandit number 3, and there's bandit number 1. Yeah, I would do that too, because Ashley's by herself up there. Okay, so, well, no, you're gonna have, you've moved already, so you can enchant. So you're gonna have to move and attack. Is that what you're gonna do? Okay, so you're gonna move and you're gonna try to attack him with your short sword. Go ahead and roll. That's a miss. Okay, Jaxar's turn. He's fighting Darren, the epic battle. That's a hit. Okay. All right, Darren, take 2 points of damage. These guys are doing such low damage. Dave's turn. Okay, so you're going to walk up to Jaxar. Okay, so Dave's walking up to Jaxar. He's going to take a swing at him. Go ahead and roll, Dave. That's a miss. Yeah, I know you want your vengeance, Dave, so. Okay, so John R's turn. John R, I believe, was fighting Bandit 2 with you guys. No, he's fighting Bandit 1. That's right, he's next to Ashley. Oops, roll it again. That is a hit. And that is it for bandit number 1. So old John with his sword slices bandit number 1 across the throat. Blood spills out and bandit number 1 drops. So now there's only Jacksar and bandit number 3. So everybody at Jackass's turn. So again, you don't need to help Ashley. Bandit number 1 is gone. Okay, so you're going to enchant Dave, because you know Dave's attacking Jacksar. Okay. So again, Jackass plays his loot, enchants Dave for 2 points of damage. It's now Jacksar's turn. Jacksar actually turns and begins to run north. The closest person to Jacksar is Darren. So Darren, right now you get a free attack of opportunity because he turned his back towards you. Go ahead and roll. That's a free attack. And you miss. So he turned, he ran. Obviously, when you turn your back in here in battle, you get an opportunity of attack. Darren missed. He swung and he missed. So that's his turn. He moves up his maximum movement speed, which is 8 squares. So he's making a run for it. Dave. Okay, Dave's going to chase him. You don't have anything ranged, Dave, because you got rid of your throwing axe last game. You wouldn't go pick it up from the shore, remember? You're afraid the crocodiles are going to kill you. So you can actually, if you're going to chase him, you can't actually catch him. Okay. John R now. John R is chasing him with you. So the two of you are running after Jacksar, which leaves Ashley. Ashley's going to attack bandit number 3. Okay, yeah, because bandit number 3 is still up. He's hurt, but he's still up. Okay, Ashley, go ahead. Okay, that's a miss. Bandit number 3's turn. He's actually not going to run. He's going to keep fighting, and he is fighting Darren still. Or Dave. No, he was fighting you, Dave, wasn't he? Okay, well, Darren's the closest now, so he's going to fight Darren. It's a miss. Okay, Marcus, your turn. Okay, so you're going to shoot at bandit number 3. All right, go ahead. All right, nice. That's a hit. Okay, Marcus, go ahead and roll for damage. Don't even bother rolling for damage, actually, yet. So Marcus killed bandit number 3 as well. Shot him in the gut. Bandit number 3 drops, and he falls over. So you guys have killed all 3 of these bandits, members of the Rat Boys. Dave and John are somewhat unusual allies, are chasing Jacksar toward this. On the map there you can see, yeah, they're chasing him towards this hole, the cave, for their hideout, as you will. And what happens is Jacksar actually jumps headfirst into that hole. So Dave and John R stop at the entrance, and John R tells you, this is it, let's go get him. This is the den. So now you're going to attack John R. Dave. Okay. So Dave's going to betray John R. here. Go ahead and both roll. I'll roll for initiative. Okay, what did you get? Okay, you get to go first. So, yeah, me and Marcus, we're fighting John R. now. So Dave, go ahead and roll. Oh, so you rolled a 1. So what happens, Dave, is you drop your axe. I'm not going to have you hit yourself. There's no one else around you. That's the biggest fail you could do. So you actually drop your axe. So you lose a turn. You actually have to pick your axe up next turn. So, okay, he gets to do an attack now. John R hits you for 4 points of damage. Okay, so flips back to your turn. All of you now are able to close in, so you guys will all be able to move next turn. Marcus was the closest right now, so Marcus will be able to go first. Well, actually, we'll just follow the order still. Yeah, just to avoid all that. Yeah, so Marcus is next. But first, so Dave uses his action for this round to pick his axe back up. So again, John R gets to roll. That's a 20. That's a hit. Okay, so Dave, how much hit points you got left? Okay, Dave, you're downed. John R downed you. Wait, great. You're going to die to John R. Oh, God. Okay, Marcus gets to go. Marcus hits a 20. Good shot, Marcus. Okay, so Marcus gets max damage, everything here. So go ahead, Marcus. Okay, so Marcus winds up and he shoots his bow from just on the horizon, and it actually hits John R. straight in the chest. And he screams out, "Ah, you sons of bitches! You traitorous sons of bitches!" And he jumps into the hole where Jaxel jumped into. Yeah, so that's what happened there. Okay, so you guys go and you pick up Dave, obviously. Okay, so you guys are going to enter this tunnel, which... That's smart. Yeah, you put the heavy people up front, like people in the back, because you don't know what's in there. Now, I will say it looks very, very dug out. Like it's been dug by hand, almost like a big rabbit hole tunnel. It's not that long, though. You can actually see, as soon as you guys enter it, light coming from the very end, maybe like 20 feet down. There's light, and you can barely make out images in there. You guys approach, weapons drawn, obviously. You guys can hear a familiar voice, and it's the voice of one of the Jorn brothers. Jackass, I never mentioned this the last time. When we first arrived to the island, this group you're in with Darren and Dave, they're like the Bad News Brown, the wrestler. Bad News Bears. Of mercenary groups. It's kind of put together, this is Darren and Dave's group, and they recruit people. And it's very, very like mom and pop shop, I guess you could say. And there's these two brothers, the Jorn brothers, Axel and Dash, and they are a professional outfit. They run a professional outfit, matching armor, matching gear, very, very professional. They look down on you guys because of this, clearly. So you guys can hear Axel talking. You can hear John pleading with them. And you can also hear Jaxar, his voice in there as well, freaking out. As you guys get closer, you kind of realize that, the Jorn brothers are both in there with two more of their soldiers. As soon as they see you guys, they kind of give you guys what the hell are you guys doing here? What are you bums doing here kind of deal. And John R's begging them. And Dash tells Axel, this is the drunken hooligan from the tavern that's always hitting on that young girl. It's him. Axel's kind of like, what the hell can we do for you kind of deal? And he's like, these guys are trying to kill me and blah, blah, blah. And he goes, these bums are trying to kill you? Okay, so you're pleading your case, saying that this guy actually was the person that led you here. You guys are looking for Jaxel. You guys want Jackson, but you also now want John as well. So, okay, so Jaxel starts to freak out. Axel tells you, how about this? I will give you 200 gold to behead them both. You guys, 200 gold per head if you guys want these guys gone. It's up to you guys. You guys have 800 gold total now. Remember, you're probably not going to pay John now, considering you guys tried to kill him. Right away, Jaxel freaks out. No. These guys. And he goes, Axel stops him, says, hey, you messed up. You were supposed to bring us that gold, and you failed us. Now Jaxel says, oh, they have the gold. They took it. They went and they took it. And Axel tells him, well, there's a code among mercenaries. You don't steal from mercenaries. You can barter with mercenaries. Other mercenaries, that is. So again, he looks at you guys. Again, 200 gold. We'll take his head right now. He's useless to us now. 200 gold. We'll take the fool's head as well. Okay, so Dave is willing to execute John R. himself. That he says again, he's mine. He belongs in here. If you want to execute him, you have to pay me 200 gold. If not, he stays here. Okay, so talking amongst yourselves. It's 400 gold total. Okay, so instantly, Dash takes Jaxel. One of Jaxel's men Dash's men, bends him over. Jaxel takes his head instantly. Dave, the other Jorn brother, disarms John R. and they drop him down. It's up to you, Dave. You're going to do it? Okay, so Dave takes his axe and he beheads him as well. All right, both of them are gone. He says, it's been a pleasure doing business with you boys. Now get the fuck out of our den. Like, I guess they were like rummaging through this den. Clearly they were the ones that wanted to get that chest that you guys got. Yeah, so now that kind of mystery's gone. Okay, so you guys are going to leave this den. So as you guys come out of this den, as soon as you guys get out of the bushes, a massive group of bugbears surrounds you guys. And like what seems like a leader comes forward. Like, you guys are surrounded. You guys could not fight these bugbears off. Not the 5 of you. No. They're heavily armored. There's a lot of them. Yeah, well, I'll do it here for you guys. There's lots of them. There's lots. You guys are completely surrounded. And the main leader steps forward. We want the ranger. We want Marcus. Yeah, Marcus is asking, what do they want from me? What do they want? So that one bugbear pipes up, ass motherfucker. No. He just says, we want the rain. So, okay, so Dave. Okay, so Jackass is going to try to put a spell on Marcus to make Marcus want to go with them. Oh my god, really? Okay, go ahead and roll, Jackass. Wow, okay, so Jackass failed. So Marcus isn't going to forget this, Jackass. Okay, so Dave's offering gold. Okay, so they tell you guys, it will cost you guys 400 gold for us to leave him today. You guys will be safe today, but it will cost you 400 gold. That's the remaining of your gold, you guys. That's how much it's going to cost. You guys are willing to do it? Okay. So you give the bugbears the 400 gold, and they leave you guys alone. The one bugbear walks up to Marcus as he's leaving, and he smells Marcus. And he gets aroused. He smells Marcus, and he says, we'll be seeing you soon, Ranger. Okay, there's a really sinister reason why they're after you, Marcus, but we'll get to that in another session. That's going to be it for this session for us, guys, for this campaign. Yeah, so that's where we're going to leave it. You guys are up in the mountains here. You may or may not know how to get back. You guys lost your tracker. The guy that brought you up here, and like I said, you guys got to go through blowing snow and everything still, so we'll see where we go from there, but yeah, that's going to be it for this session, guys. Hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Yeah. Well, we'll be doing Darren's campaign next, so. Okay. All right, yeah. But we'll pack her up here, and we all got to work tomorrow, so. Okay. All right, yeah. It's been great, guys. Yeah, just grab a chair, take a chair upstairs if you don't mind, just to help me out here. I got to pack everything up here.